Welcome to Accelerate My Practice. I'm glad you could join us here, me here today. I don't know who I'm talking to, myself apparently. Hi Sam, hope you had an awesome weekend. Today I want to talk about being emotionally committed. What is it that you're emotionally committed to? And let's examine how the differences play out to the things you're not emotionally committed to. And what's fascinating to me about that when we talk about being emotionally committed is sometimes we don't know we're lost until we're found. We don't realize we're not emotionally committed. We think we are, but we're not. And then all of a sudden when we become found, we look backwards and we're like, wow. So as I think about that, I think about what are the things that we could do that we could be committed to as a team in an office that would have a huge, profound impact. What are those items that we could master, absolutely master, and what kind of a role would they play? And if we were to do them relentlessly, would it have an impact? And there's just all these little things that we can do. And they start with the most obvious. Show up to work on time. Don't come into the office putting your makeup on and flossing your teeth still or doing whatever it is you do. You know, I think of how many people are flying by the seat of their pants and, you know, in their world, it's okay. It's no problem. I can put my makeup on while I drive to work. And I get that. Some people call that using your time wisely. I would call that running around with your hair on fire and not feeling like I'm prepared. Unless it's something you've been doing for so long, it's no big deal, and then fine, I guess. But my thinking is if I can be emotionally prepared to where I walk into work, and everyone's heard me use the story of make sure before you walk in, look in the mirror, check yourself, make sure you look good, fix your hair, and then walk in knowing you're on stage. If you're prepared, if you're emotionally committed to what you're going to do before you walk in, you will be completely ready to go. It won't be one of these things where I need to go finish putting whatever I got to do before I start. And then there's so many things that we can do. And that one obviously falls under look professional. But think about how quickly you form a first impression. I mean, think about the first time you met our team or you walked into our live event. You walked in and you saw me. And maybe you saw me and you thought, oh, check this guy out. This guy's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to bore me to death. And maybe I did. I don't know. But research says that it's about 0.7 of a second to form a first impression. Now, whether or not that's right or wrong or accurate or good or bad, I don't know. But it seems to be the research out there of how quickly we form an impression of whatever it is we see. An office, a person, a circumstance. So it's incredible to see how fast we form a first impression and how much information we're potentially missing. How much we could be wrong. Now, if a patient wanders in and they see what looks like someone disheveled or disorganized or distracted, anything with a dis in it, I think, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. We could be completely on top of everything, but if it doesn't look like it, we've already lost the battle. And if that's the person walking in looking for a $20,000 or $30,000 case or even a $5,000 or $10,000 case, perhaps we've already lost our opportunity. Perhaps they've already made a judgment that there's no way I'm getting this person to do my dentistry because they don't look like they have it all put together. And then we walk in and do we say hi or do we say, hey, what's your name? Or do we open up the Dairy Queen window and say, what's your name? All these things compound on top of each other. And what they do is they either make the person feel important or not. And making somebody feel this wow factor, to me, that's the key. How can we have them feel like they're the most important person in the world? What are one or two things, no more than two things that you could do better, that you could master right now, today, and implement today that would change your life? Maybe it's your professional life, maybe it's your personal life, but whatever the case is, pick one, maybe two things that you can master today. Send them to your coach and ask your coach to hold you accountable. And I promise you, your life will change. And if you create a new habit of doing that every single day, life will never be the same. I hope you enjoyed our show today. I look forward to seeing you next week, 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Until then, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back?
Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.